So this is my recommendation report slides, and it's by me, Daniel Lynn, and it is the title is A Way to Improve HGTC's Forestry Wildlife Management Program. So here's the introduction. Advancement in education within the Forestry Department of Horry Georgetown Technical College should be the #1 priority of the school, and while it does a good job of doing so, there are so many aspects that could be greatly improved, one of these being the equipment used. Many pieces of equipment used at the college are outdated and are otherwise unusable. For example, many sets of the waders provided by the school are heavily worn and have holes in them. This prevents many students from participating in lab activities unless they have their own set of waders or boots. Investing in new sets of waders would greatly improve the overall educational opportunities by allowing more students to participate in lab activities. So here's the overview of the HGTC recommendation report. The Forestry/Wildlife Management Department of HGTC needs updated equipment for student use. The second one is the equipment used now does not allow for each and every student to participate fully in labs. This leads to affect the students' learning abilities. So here's the quote that we used. It is important to differentiate between intensely managed forestry areas and forests as natural habitats. Working with rather than against nature is more likely to offer sustainable solutions. So we had to do surveys for our paper, our research, our report, and the first question we asked to the students in the forestry and wildlife was, do you feel as though this major was a good fit for your life? The second one is, has it met your expectations? Why or why not? 3, how do you feel that the Forestry/Wildlife Management Program could improve? 4, do you feel that our equipment is outdated and inhibits our ability to learn? And 5, do you feel we are not getting the adequate necessities? Then here's the graph of what students have said about those questions. And then we have the conclusion. And this the conclusion is this report was intended to bring awareness to the college about growing need and better equipment for the Forestry and Wildlife Department. This report also shows surveyed data from the students on whether or not our expectations can meet, along with how we plan on improving the equipment. Waders play a major role in many of our labs, and many of them are insignificant and are otherwise unusable, which prohibits students from participating in these labs. These negatively impacts learning. The students at the Forestry and Wildlife Department hope that this finds you well and that our message was received. And then we have the last slide, which is question, concerns, or comments. And feel free to give any feedback, and there's my email.